Hey guys, it's me in my car again. So for the people wondering why I'm always doing live streams in my car, I have kids and my kids have activities. And when my kids are at their activities, sometimes it doesn't make sense for me to drive home. And oftentimes that is when I will take advantage of the time alone in my car, and I'll do a live stream when I feel like there's something that I should get out there. So that's why I'm out in my car. I know the trolls have been asking lately, why is she always in her car? No, my husband didn't kick me out. My kids are at youth group and I have to pick them up in an hour and a half. So, hi Peggy. So I'm in my car. So tomorrow is 1 year since Lavoy Finicum was killed. 1 year from the day that my life truly changed forever. And as I was thinking through this message that I wanted to get out, I was thinking about who I understand Lavoy to be, and how he truly, I believe, extended a hand of love to the people that he met. And Martin Luther King Jr. is one of my heroes. So is Mother Teresa and Rosa Parks. So if that helps you to understand me any better as to who I am, those are the people that I look up to. And now I definitely have added Ammon Bundy and Lavoy Finicum onto that list. So I was thinking through kind of what this year has taken, the journey that this year has been for me. As a lot of you know, I've spent 20 years incredibly enmeshed in my church, and it's been a great 20 years. I basically accepted Christ at the age of 18, got married when I was 19, and have been at the same church this entire time. So I've spent most of my time doing children's ministry and being in small groups and Bible studies, and that's really been my life. So I know some people have been kind of frustrated that they can't find stuff on me. I don't have speeding tickets. I've never been to jail. I'm sorry that makes some of you really mad. If anybody has any questions, they can surely message me and I'll answer anything that you want to know about me. But 1 year ago, my life changed forever. 1 year ago, I started learning what extent the government will do to silence good people who have a message that goes against their system of corruption. And it's been a process for me of learning how to encompass my Christian beliefs into this patriot culture. And I haven't done a very good job of it a lot of the times. A lot of the times I've totally blown it through fear and anxiety of being attacked by people or being followed by informants. I've really put myself out there and stepped out of my comfort zone as far as outside of my church and my family, and so I haven't gotten it all right, but that's okay because life's a journey and none of us are going to get it all right the first time, so I'm okay with that. What I do want to say though is that I am starting to understand now more why it was so easy for Ammon Bundy to talk to me about certain people he believed to be informants. And he would say things to me like, stay away from that person, but don't get hung up on them and don't let them slow you down. And I kind of felt like, well, what if these people are still in our midst? And what do you mean don't let them slow us down? Like we have to stop them. And there's really an amazing piece about Ammon Bundy that I almost can't describe. I mean, I know he was on camera enough, so you guys all saw it, anybody who was following the refuge. There's a reason that they didn't charge in and just kill them all, and I do believe a lot of it was Ammon's demeanor and the way that he so politely demanded respect in the people that he met. But something I've learned this year is that in this journey, there are things that we cannot do until we've had the experience to do them. And so there are things that Ammon would tell me to do, to trust and to have peace and to just keep going, that I wasn't able to do because I was so far out of every comfort zone that I had been in. And I mean, the first rally I did back in March, I hugged my kids and told them I would probably be arrested that day because I was hosting this protest down in Portland, because I had never participated in a protest and I didn't know what to expect. So I've had a lot of ups and downs this year with trying to figure out who to trust and who not to trust. As a lot of you know, I've spent a lot of time blocking people. I'll continue to block people that are toxic and really do hang me up. But there's a lot of people that I blocked that I shouldn't have. There's a lot of people I chose to hate that I shouldn't have. Getting to know some of these people now, I'm learning that you can really never trust what you see on the internet. You cannot trust who somebody is based on their Facebook posts. You really have to meet them eyeball to eyeball, which is what Lindsay and Ollie are always saying, right? Get out of your house, meet people eyeball to eyeball. Spend time with them. Spend time with their kids, their families. Get to know them. As far as the informants go, I'm really feeling lifted from a lot of the burden of hating some of these people, and it's been really kind of crazy, just the process that we're all going through. I think especially those of us who just really started learning about our freedoms and our rights and our government a year ago. And I just want to encourage you guys to choose love, because hate really is a burden. It is a burden. And I see hate and division in a lot of places. I see people trying to say that they're maybe being caring by sharing something about somebody else, and what they're really doing is stabbing them in the back. And you have to know that if somebody will stab somebody else in the back and not, you know, to have a real adult conversation with them face to face, then they're probably going to do that to you too. A lot of the things that I've said or done, I'm always willing to have a conversation with the person to their face. And when things are done in public, I'm just finding that there's usually ulterior motives in the posts. And so I just want to challenge us all as a community to choose love. And sometimes the most loving thing you can do to somebody is just stay away from them. It really is. Just stay away from them, because maybe in your humanity and in your flesh you're going to say something ugly or hurtful, or you're going to judge their character or who you believe that they are, even though you really don't know them. So I think that moving forward this year with trials just 2 weeks away, I think division is the last thing that we need. I think that there's informants all around us. I think that none of us are planning to do anything crazy, so we can stay away from people that we believe to be agitators or informants. But to call them out or be rude or disrespectful when we really don't know, I think is choosing hate instead of love. And I don't think that Lavoie I don't think that would honor Lavoie at all and the sacrifice that he made. So let's choose love. Let's choose as we're all growing, and again, we're going to fall forward is what we say often in our church. We're just falling forward. So we're not going to be perfect. We're going to piss each other off, but we're going to fall forward, and we're going to get to know each other, and the people we don't like, we have a right to just stay away from. But we don't have to go out of our way to make each other's lives so difficult. There's some people that I have stayed away from most of the year that I'm just now starting to get to know. And it really is sad to me that we spent the whole year fighting against each other instead of standing together and fighting against the real enemy. And as much as we want to say, well, that person was in the wrong, I think our own pride and our own egos got in the way. Jealousy and bitterness are definitely something that is just going to breed discourse and division. And so looking back, I think if we had all been a little bit more selfless earlier on and not been so worried about figuring out who the informants are, then there probably could have been a lot more peace and a lot more unity within our group. The large group, the community as a whole. So I am excited about this new year, and I'm asking that everybody else out there can join with me in choosing love. Let other people be who they are. Some people are just naturally nasty. Some people are naturally grumpy. Some people are always positive. John Lamb. He can tackle anything. He's always looking at the positive. Some people are always paranoid. Some people are always stressed. The Bible says to be patient with one another, enduring each other's faults. So I'm just going to challenge that we would be patient with one another. If somebody is paranoid or anxious or rude, be patient with them. It does not mean that they are an informant if they are being grouchy or rude. It doesn't mean they're an informant if they're doing their liberty a different way than you. And I think that's really important that that we're able to see that each person has their own role. I know that earlier on in the year, I was mocked for being a pom-pom cheerleader or pom-pom patriot or whatever. But you know what? That was my role, was just to be there to encourage the guys and to bring some awareness, to talk to people on the street. And that wasn't maybe your role. But that doesn't mean that either are less important. So if your role is to be at the Capitol, I mean, meeting with elected officials, and my role is to be down at the jail, then let's encourage each other in the giftings that each of us have, and support each other in that. And I think there'll be a lot more unity within the group if we can not tell people how they need to liberty, as Jason Patrick likes to say. So everybody gets to liberty in their own way. Let's work on having more discussions and not as many arguments. I've been really tired lately, and I want to have discussions with people when we disagree, but I don't want to have arguments. I love to debate, and I love to hear other people's opinions, and I love to challenge people, and that doesn't mean I want to fight with you. It means that that's just how my brain works, that I like to debate things and understand where other people are coming from, but also be understood in where I'm coming from. So let's do that with each other. Let's have different opinions. Let's embrace those different opinions, knowing that we are all created differently, and we're not all going to see things the same. But let's stop the attacks, and let's honor Lavoie tomorrow and choose love. And if you don't like somebody, it's your freedom not to like them, but you can still love them even if you don't like them. So that's my challenge to the community. I hope that we can all hold each other accountable. I love accountability. So if you guys see me doing something that you oppose, send me a message. Say, you know, hey, I think what you said or did was unnecessary. There is nothing wrong with iron sharpening iron. It's biblical, and I welcome it. And that's probably why I also do it to other people in trying to sharpen other people, is because I also welcome it in my own life. So I think that's all, and tomorrow's 1 year, and I look forward to seeing all the stories that you guys will post about where you were 1 year ago and what you thought of what happened. I know it was a really important day for me, and I'm probably going to do a video and share kind of what I was going through, and I look forward to seeing some more of your guys's. We will be down, a huge group of us will be down in Burns or in John Day this weekend, honoring Lavoie, not because we see him as a god, but because he was a good man and he loved his neighbor as himself. And had he not loved his neighbor, he would have just sat in the truck, but he loved his neighbor enough to get out of the truck and be the target. And so we're going to honor him because he was a good man, and that's okay. It doesn't mean we're worshiping him at all. So that's all. Follow the live streams this weekend. All of us will be down there doing them. Lindsay, John, myself, and lots of other people. So do what you can to go out and not just spread the message of freedom and liberty, but if you're a believer, I just want to challenge you to spread love and to know that it is God's kindness that will typically lead people to repentance, not judgment and criticism. So let's work on that as a community, guys. Love you. Bye.